Good afternoon, everyone. Let's get this yoga practice started. My name is Jenny Norman, and I am with CSS Wellness. We will do a 30-minute workout. I'm going to call this part 1, and then we're going to do a part 2, more down. So let's get started right now. Let's just step wide, take a big inhale up, and exhale a small plie. Warming this up about 3 or 4 times. Think about breathing in the nose, out of the nose for the next 30 minutes. Hope you can stay for both parts. Twice more. Really reach up there, bend those knees, sweep that earth, reach. This time, let's walk the feet together and take a hinge over, swan dive, relax, sweep the earth, reach, and rise. Again. Sticking that butt way back there, lengthening that body over, sweeping up to the sky, hinging, relax, ragdoll, reaching, and rise. Add that gentle back bend. Let's go 3 more of these. Swan dive, sweep the earth, adding the lower back bend. 2 more. And 1. Reach up, lengthen, exhale, back bend. This time, let's walk our feet together a little tighter, lengthening out, and take your first fold. So it's not going to be real tight together. Bend your knees. Just see what you got here. Letting that whole back area relax. Breathing in the nose, out of the nose. Monkey pose from here is just lengthening the spine and lengthening the legs. Pull the front core in. Have a seat, chair pose. When we rise straight up, squeeze your cheeks, exhale, back bend, swan dive, get that fold a little deeper. Monkey pose. Chair pose. We rise. Exhale, back bend. Swan dive, forward fold. This time, those breaths are even deeper. Give me 3 long breaths. Good. Now, while you're here, bend your knees and walk out for your first plank. Palms are flat, toes are curled. Let's hold for 5 breaths. Think about pushing that floor away, keeping a strong core. Good. 2 more breaths. Dropping the right knee, go right into your spinal balance, right arm, left leg. And push through that left heel. Feel the engagement all the way up to the fingertips of the right hand. Let's flow back to tabletop. And then go the opposite side. Flexing the foot, reaching the fingertips, lengthening the body. And tabletop. Let's go twice more each side. So inhales on the lengthening. Exhale, table. Inhale, lengthening. Down. Inhale, lengthening. Last one. Sinking right into child's pose, taking your hands with you. Reaching out, extended child. Spider walk up there, feel that stretch. Go ahead and curl those toes. We'll go right up to down facing dog with bent knees. So just take your time here. Pedaling into the feet. If you can see my feet. I'm just going to kind of pedal. Push the floor away. Lift the hips. Just pedal. High releve, both heels high as you can get them. Draw your body to that plank. 3 chaturangas, which are just tricep push-ups. Dropping the knees to start. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Let's just bend the elbows, drop the chest, push back up 1. Bend the elbows, drop the chest, push back up 2. Bend the elbows, drop the chest, push back up 3. Give me this one all the way down to the earth. Lower, 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 lower. Good. Lengthening the legs. We talk about picking them up and lengthening them. Hands are already in position, so all you got to do is squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze the elbows in. Roll the thighs towards each other, and let's take 3 baby cobras. Squeeze the blades, lift the heart. Exhale down. Squeeze and lift. Exhale down. 1 more. Squeeze and lift. Exhale down. Before we move on, we're going to stretch our quadricep by bringing our right heel to our glute. Just stretch it. Don't worry about engaging. Just listen to that front leg stretch. And releasing. Grab the other foot if you can. If you just need your pant leg, grab that. Just enjoy this stretch, bringing the heel close to the tush. And good, relaxing that foot down. Here we go, back to cobra, hands in position, thighs roll towards each other, toe downs down, squeeze the legs. Right into up dog, and all you're gonna do is keep your toes down, tighten your body as you lift up. Take a nice stretch there. Curl the toes, lift the hips, down facing dog. Let's take 5 breaths here. Sinking the chest towards the thighs. Feel that awesome stretch. Let's take our right leg behind us, 3-legged down dog. Circling the ankle a little bit, bending and pumping that knee when you're ready. Now we're going to lower the knee to the chest and just hold there. Contract your belly, contract your front core. Exhale the breath. Let's rise back up. Squeeze your butt cheek. 1. Knee to chest down. Squeeze up 2. Knee to chest down. Squeeze up 3. Knee to chest down. Squeeze up 4. Knee to chest. 1 more. We'll make 5. Knee to chest. Just hold. Just let the shin drop to the earth. Not a big pigeon pose here. Just let the shin drop. Feeling a nice stretch in that left hip flexor. Let's go ahead and curl the toes, but just slide your right leg to meet your left in a plank position. Slide it. Get situated for chaturanga. Ready? Chaturanga. Elbows, chest, blades, up dog. Curl your toes down facing dog. 5 breaths. Left leg rises. Squeeze it up there. Circle the ankle if you're feeling it. Bend and pump the knee. Bring the knee to the chest and hold. Exhale. Rise up, squeeze. Knee to chest and hold. Rise up, squeeze. Knee to chest, 3. Rise up.
Knee to chest, 4. Rise up. Knee to chest, 5. Hold it. Drop in the shin. Feeling the stretch right hip flexor. Good. 2 more breaths. Feel that stretch right there. Ready? Slide back to a plank. Curl the toe. Slide back, hold. Chaturanga. Elbows, chest, blades, up dog. Curl the toe, snap back, down facing dog. 5 breaths. Right leg rises. Sweep it through. Low lunge. Ready? Rising up for crescent pose. So your back tush, give it a squeeze, your hamstring. Let the hips be the center of your body, obviously. And then your hands go above your shoulders. Crescent. Crescent with a twist. Left hand to the earth. Right arm opens. We're going to see this again and get a little deeper for crocodile. I want you to sweep back up to crescent, into cactus arms. Arms open. Rising up. Back into cactus arms. And then both arms to the earth. Kick off left foot into a forward fold. Monkey pose, chair pose. Rising up, exhaling back bend, swan dive, jump back forward, jump back plank, or walk back, chaturanga, cobra, up dog, curl your toes, snap back down, facing dog. Left leg rises. Squeeze that cheek, sweep it all the way through. Low lunge. Pulse it down, feel the stretch. Only move on when you're ready. Let's move on when I'm ready now. No crescent pose, squeeze that cheek, let's rise. Twisting, right arm down. Open up, over the bent knee, left side. Back to crescent. Cactus arms open. Rise up. One more cactus, open up. Rise up. Palms down. Push off with the right foot. Forward fold. Let's hold for 3 breaths. Monkey pose. Chair pose. We rise. Exhale, back bend. Now holding this back bend, take the hands down by the back of the thighs. Fingers towards each other. Start lifting up through that center. Opening the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades, and walk your hands down your back thighs. Squeeze your cheeks for support. And then good. Walk your hands back up to your waistline. Give it a squeeze. Come to a stand and check in, right? In mountain pose. We're just going to kind of come center. The knuckles of the big toe. I want you to ground those into the mat and just let the rest of the foot flutter to the side. So we're going to do a little balance pose. Feel free to grab a chair if you need a chair. Otherwise, it's going to be a single leg, grabbing the big toe and then opening up. But I might just stay in beginner's mode. I still have one good hip, one bad hip. The left leg is the one I'll need surgery on next. So this is my bad hip I'll be balancing on, but let's see what we got here. So find a focal point out in front, one that's not moving, so you won't want to look at me on the screen. But bring that right foot up, about parallel with the earth, with the floor. Find that focal point. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Engage that whole left leg. Start to engage the core, loosen it. Reach for the bottom of the foot. Peace fingers on the big toe or the back of the knee. Find that focal point. Re-engage your breath. Find your breath. And when you're ready, extend your front leg. Now here's where you can open it up. Your left arm's behind you, totally opposite of your other arm. So if you open up lateral, your left arm will move lateral also. Let's take 5 breaths wherever you are. Here's your pose. Feel free to stay longer. We're going right into peacock. Actually, it's not peacock. I call it flamingo, but I think it's called prancer. It is called prancer. So your heel goes towards your glute. You slowly teeter-totter over, pushing your foot into your hand, your right foot into your hand as you teeter-totter over. Find focus, find your breath. Good, let's bring everything back to center. Let's recharge, re-engage, refocus. Mountain pose. And feel free at any time to pause the video. If you need to stay in that pose longer, grab a chair if you're having difficult, like I am today. But you want to ground the knuckle of that big toe and then let the foot feel the mat surrounding that outside. So focal point, engage right leg, butt cheek, thigh, core. Start to rise up that left leg. Reach for what you can reach for. Underfoot, under behind the knee. But remember, that opposite arm goes behind you. Just the opposite way from the leg. Take your difficulties, take your breath, get a little deeper. Difficult poses need a little deeper breath. Two more breaths. Then we're going to slowly swing that leg around to prancer pose. Still finding that focal point, still engaging that right side body. Reach for the back of the foot. I can't do this today. And hinge over. There we go. Find it. Own it. And then come out of it.
Re-engage, re-engage. How we doing? Let's step wide, straddle. 5-point stars. So your hands are reaching, squeezing, or extending. You're going to go back into moon dog, which is a plie. We rise back up, inhale. Exhale, moon dog. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more. And one. Hold moon dog, which is just your shoulder blades are back. So right now we're going to interlace our fingers right behind our tailbone. Turn our feet to 12 o'clock, so all toes forward. Pick the hips up, lengthen, the shoulders stretch all the way over. Soften bend the knees if you need to. Wide straddle with a chest expansion. Fingertips back to the tailbone with bent knee. Go to wide monkey. So the palms are flat, the legs kind of shake out. Let's walk over to our right side. Scorpion. Bring the tush down to the heel. Find balance. If you struggle with balance here, you'll put that block underneath. You can flex your foot. You can do whatever you want with that elongated leg. But feel that inner thigh stretch. Now, if you can just slide your body over without rising, go for that. I cannot do that very well, so I like to lift my hips and walk to the other side. So, pressing the butt back, helping yourself come to your glute and your heel meeting each other. Finding balance. Finding that stretch and that breath. Two more. And good. We're rising straight up, but we're going to go into left leg lunge. So you're rising up and you'll go right into left leg lunge. Sweep up, crescent pose. Dropping into warrior two. So the back foot goes 2 o'clock. You always want to think of the heel lined up with the arch of the foot. Shoulders stacked over hips. Arms extended and gaze at your front hand. Warrior two, just relax the shoulders. Right into reverse. Palm opens up, palm reaches to the ceiling. The back hand drops. Now we're going to do a deeper stretch here. So take the left hand to meet your right. Once again, we're going to interlace and then lengthen forward. Try to bring the left shoulder on the inside of the left thigh. Rising back up. Warrior two. Into side angle. Right, left hand goes to the floor. Inside the left foot, open up. Side angle. Find it if you would like. Push back off, warrior two. Right into triangle, so we're going to straighten the front leg. Bring the back leg in, just so you've got a nice triangle stance there. They usually say like 3 feet, so kind of measure there. But the engagement comes up from the kneecap to the thigh to the hip. So you start pushing that hip back. Your foot's still at 2 o'clock. Arms are lengthening. And then just teeter yourself over where you can go. If your hand stays on your knee, that's fine. If you can slide it to the earth. I like the blocks. Well, what you want to do is think about picking that rib up, or those ribs up, and the ribs are gazing at the sky. Triangle.
2 more breaths. Now all we're gonna do is bend that knee and pick yourself up. And go to the other side. So with that said, back to crescent. You probably slide out a little bit. Crescent. Into warrior 2. Into reverse. Remember your breath, in the nose, out of the nose, breathing. Interlacing the hands behind. Lead with the chest. Lead with the chest, right shoulder on the inside the right thigh. Stretch open those shoulders. 2 more breaths. Let's rise back up, warrior 2, releasing. Side angle, dropping to the floor with the intention of opening up that side body. Push back off, warrior 2, into triangle. Straighten the front leg. Kind of feels too far away, bring it in. Kneecap, thigh, hip pushes back as your ribs reach forward till you can't reach anymore. And then you just teeter-totter over and see where your flexibility will take you. Once again, the objection is to open up, twist the internal organs, but you want the ribs looking at the ceiling as this whole front leg is pulling up and engaging. Two more breaths, open up on the exhales. And good. Now this time we're just gonna bend the knee, flow into a low lunge. So really step that left leg way back there, low lunge. Slide your right to meet your left, plank. 5 breaths in your plank. Let's go through the flow. Chaturanga, cobra, up dog. Down facing dog, snap it back. Visiting the side planks. Let's go back to our front plank. Take your right hand center as you roll over the left side. So your feet can be stacked or one can be in front, and you can also put down that inside leg. Side plank. 2 more breaths. Pushing out of the shoulder, lifting up the core. Now everyone drop that inside leg right underneath your hip and cartwheel into gate pose. So this is just an opposing stretch over. And then what we're going to do is come center with both bent knees and find the left hand side plank. So left hand, both feet stacked, rise up, 5 breaths, pushing out of the shoulder. Ready? Left knee comes underneath, cartwheel, push off, gate pose. Really get the stretch from the opposing side. Loosen up those wrists if you're feeling tension. And good. Cartwheel back over to the plank. You'll be on the other side of your mat. Hand, hand, plank, plank. Ready? Chaturanga, go through the flow. Knees drop, elbows back, scoop up dog. Curl your toes, snap it back, down, facing dog. Now we'll visit pigeon pose. Take your right leg behind you, three-legged. Swing it through, so you're in three-legged. Bring it knee to chest, ankle to wrist. If you can do 90 degrees, fabulous. If you can't, no big deal. You're still feeling that right hip. Taking a nice stretch. Now lengthening out the body, lengthening out the spine. I like the block underneath my forehead. You may also. If you can lay completely flat, fabulous, but think about lengthening from the tailbone all the way up that spine. Rising up, feel free to stay down here longer. It's a great hip. Rising up like you're getting ready to do down dog, which you are, but relax your heel towards your groin. Hands are in position for down facing dog. Curl that back toe as you lift your hips first and then swing your right leg back through. Down dog. High releve, pull the plank. Go through the flow. Knees maybe, chaturanga down. Scoop up cobra, up dog. Curl your toes, snap back down dog. Left leg rises. Knee to elbow, ankle to wrist, help it up there. Get situated. Both hips are looking down, especially that right hip. You don't want to be opened up. Think about that right hip, gazing straight down to the mat. Take your time here, 5, 6 breaths. Rise it up. We can go through all the flow. Curl your right toe, lift your hips. Slide that left leg back. Down dog. High releve, pull the plank. Chaturanga, cobra, up dog. Curl your toes, snap back down dog. Right leg rises. Swing it through, crescent pose. No, no. Crescent. Palms flat, push off, left leg, forward fold. Monkey pose, chair pose. Re-rise all the way up, exhale, back bend. Swan dive, step back, right leg, crescent, left foot, sweep up crescent. No, no, no. Ready? Lowering back to three-legged down dog. Back where you started, but just with another leg. All right, feet down, knees down, sink back, child's pose. So this was part 1. Stay in child's pose. We're going to stay down in part 2.